All right, I think we're good here. What's up? What's up? Another pickup race incoming. This one I think is open. Random swords. We're gonna ready up. We got a decent crew. It's a lot of the same people from last night. Zax, Bill, Kyrie, Gumby, Drew. Emox joining tonight. And we have Specs. Specs in the house. So this'll be good. This'll be interesting. This'll be fun. So we'll see how we do. Every race I run, I try to finish in the top half. So let's try to finish in the top half, which at this point is 8 of us, so top 4. Kyrie's last 2 nights has put together rooms that have gotten a decent turnout, so cannot complain about that. I think we're just waiting on Gumby Man. And then we'll be good to go. Hopefully everybody is doing well out there this evening. Cooled off a little bit in my neck of the woods. Not that I'm complaining, but temperature dropped a good 20 degrees between yesterday and today. It was a little off-putting. Alright, I need to figure out who this is. Somebody in the race room. Their name is I Make Gamma Cry. The best is if it was actually Gamma. That'd be fantastic. Alright, here we go. $5. Our uncle's life savings. Alright, red, crystal, desert, pendant, eastern. Ah, dang it. It's fine. We don't need the tree pole anyways. We do need that, though. Nice glove find. I know some people put that off. Excuse me. Got plenty of money for at least now. That's good. That's good. We like that. We had bombs. We could do back and escape right now, but we don't. So we'll have to come back later. Now we can get the tree pole. Alright. Ooh, we want that one. Alright. 7 bombs is pretty good. Seven bombs pretty good. 10 arrows up there. I will take that as well. Means we don't need to worry about that. That was another bomb. That's good. So the buzz blobs are in the bomb pack. Means maybe we can get one more. Yep, we will. So 9 bombs, plenty to be getting along with here. And we'll take that. .0 down the hole. Back-to-back stun items. The better boom. I will not hear any arguments to the contrary. Red boom superior to blue. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Nice mirror, I'll take that. Flippers, okay, okay. So mirror, flippers, hookshot. So we have swamp. Once we get Dark World access. Alright, some extra defense. We'll take that. I like that. Oh, we didn't pull the bombs from the bush crab. We would have had them, so that's fine. Halfway rebate, 50%. I feel like anybody who's dumb enough to run into their own bomb deserves to lose 50% of their money to a scam artist. Which I did, so I am that moron. Alright, so we're just about at Zora money. Oh, we have Zora money, even better. So maybe that is a thing. Ooh, that's interesting. Cape. No, we want that. We want that. Alright, let's go activate the duck, the goose, the bird. Whatever manner of flying creature you want to call it. Salute you, uninterred bird. Loose goose. Duck is run amok. Alright, let's... We can get into Hera, but we need something to beat it. Hammer or sword will do it. We can get over to east side of Death Mountain, though. So that might be worth doing. Okay. Oh, okay. All the defense. Both armor upgrades already. Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's a little slow, but we have the flute to get around. It won't be too bad. Yeah, I think Mountain might be the play after this. I'm gonna put off the Flippers stuff, at least for now. There's too much on the mountain to do. I'm gonna try to rescue the old man. Actually, Boomerang might be better for this. You can walk while you're... Alright, that was the hard part. Now we should be just about home free. Yeah. Easy. Easy every time. Alright. We'll take that. Not in logic, but whatever. I would love a sword in one of these checks up here. Or a hammer, but let's not get too greedy. Pearl. Alright, that's good. That's good. Oh, there's a sword. Nice. Alright, so Hera. We're gonna do Hera. I asked for a sword, I got a sword. And some jewelry to boot. Is that too high? Nope. Alright, so now we're 2/3 of the way to Dark World access. We're about to get a crystal, which is good. So clearly this was where you were supposed to go. Alright, TR, green pendant, ice, other pendant, and swamp, 5/6. Alright. So, swamp we can do almost right away once we get into the Dark World. If we get hammer, we can definitely do it right away. that was an item. That was 20 roots. Okay, good. That kind of worked. Wasn't trying to do that, but that kind of worked. Alright, let's hope for an item on the boss. We can't get the one in the basement, so if it's there, we'll have to come back. Maybe. Or we just skip it. Whatever. So the only good thing about doing it with Fighter Sword is it doesn't matter if you do poke, slash, or spin damage, it's all the same. And something that I usually take advantage of on this last hit here is if you hold the direction away from... Like, if you hold the sword up and you hold up, when you get knocked back... Alright, there's the other item. But if you hold away from the ledge and you're holding the sword in that same direction, when you get bumped by Moldorm, you will not fall off the edge. And I just used it on that last one, and then the poke did the damage to him. So that's a crystal down. We're feeling good. Yeah, go that way. Get out of here. So after this, I think it's flippers checks. Once we get Dark World access, then I think we go to the Dark World. Alright, we'll take that. So 2 swords on Death Mode. Okay, so... Spiral Cave will peek at what is on Floating Island. Out. So Powder and Cape are in locations we can't access yet. Alright, so we're done after this. We can do Back of Escape, actually. So let's do that first. And then we can work on probably flippers checks. We got that glove really early. Okay. Let's We can get into desert. I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go into desert yet. We're going to stick with the plan of Flipper's checks. Then we can pop into desert, but I'd love to get a fire source. Hylia Island, Lake Hylia Island is junk. We don't care about that, so that's good. That's good. I didn't want to move in case the bird didn't catch me. Actually, would it be better to go to desert? Or probably Saha Eastern, right? At least Saha. And Eastern's a pendant, it might be worth it just to do it. Alright, well, so far the flippers have led to nothing. Should have swam. Losing time. Yeah, flippers led to nothing. So we have Eastern, Desert, and Escape. And I guess Ether Tablet, too.
What?
I didn't think you'd aggro on me that fast. Stun prize. Let's check that. Hearts. It's fine. There are worse stun prizes to get. Alright. There's our Dark World access. Let's go. Oh, that was potentially dumb. Alright, so we know Thieves is a crystal. Let's go do that. We'll leave Skull Woods for now. Sea House. Whole lot of nothing in the village so far. Alright, let's get our second crystal done anyways. Then we can head on down to Swamp. Get an out of logic red crystal. I did not want to see that. Not without the hammer. Because now it's pretty likely that there'll be an item there. So we want to see items in the last two, just to reduce the chance that an item is in that big chest. Oh, never mind. Hammer in Thieves' Town, because why not? Alright, so those mitts, your Dark World access was both gloves. So Uncle and Back of Saha were the answers. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Feel like we get into Dark World in decent time. Where am I going? Where am I going? I gotta go this way. I got all turned around. That's not good. So now, whatever, we can... We can beat this dungeon. We can fully clear it. Now I think we might have to do Smith Chain and do that whole route. Slowly, but I think it has to happen. I think it has to happen after this. Because now Swamp is fully in logic. If we find a bow, we can probably do Pod. Alright, that's the third item. So there's only one item left. If we find it in the cell, we can skip the big chest. If not, we gotta check everything anyways. Alright, so what do we need here? So, desert, we need a fire source. And potentially boots. So fire rod, boots. Right, because Skullwoods requires fire rod. Desert requires a fire source and boots. Oh, there's our last item, and it's a goodie. Thieves we're gonna beat. And then Meyer, we just need Samaria and a medallion. So bow, fire rod, Samaria, medallion, and maybe boots. We can get the powder, which when we go up to Dark Death Mountain next. Okay. Oh, I gotta be careful. Oh no! No! Oh, thank you. Good luck with your customer calls. We can do this. We just... I don't know why we got... I don't know how we got off script on that first phase, but we did. Be a little tricky and a little bit slow because we're gonna have to wait, or at least I'm going to wait until he comes down. I was hoping to keep sword beams a little longer. Oh my god! So bad. One more try. One more try. Just pure stubbornness at this point. Alright, this is already looking better. Alright, use the sword beams. Like, they should have done that the second time. Alright, crystal number 2. So, Smith Chain down to Swamp. I think. That's a good trick. Okay. Well, just hook to nothing. At least it was early. And we have more money than we need. Oof. No, they're undead, but I don't like hitting those guys. Feels bad. They're not just minding their own business. Yeah, a whole lot of green on the board, so it's like, where do we go? But made a plan, I'm gonna stick to it. It's a little slow, but I'm really hoping we don't need that. Badly. Very much am I hoping we do not need that. That Ice Rod is needed for exactly one thing, and it's to beat Trinex. And TR is a pendant. It's green pendant, though. So maybe... Oh. That's good to get. I might go back and do Skullwoods at the end of this. don't think I need to keep the chest with me, but I'm not going anywhere, so I can't dash. I don't have boots. So what's the diff? You know what? Let's do this. Then we'll go back. We'll do the tablet and the chest turn in. Purple chest. And then I might go back up to Skullwoods, actually. Try to put off Swamp a little bit. Oh, I don't really have... I have Fire Rod. I guess I could spam to do... Oh, I don't have Samaria anyways. It doesn't matter. I was gonna say we could do Big Powder, but with no Samaria, it doesn't matter. But I think I am gonna do Skullwoods. I want to put off Swamp a little bit. I mean, I want to put off Swamp. I want to put off Swamp a little bit. I think I said I wanted to put off Skullwoods. That's incorrect. I want to beat Skullwoods. Actually, I'm going to make a quick check over here. I just want to see what's on the ledge. If it's something we need, I can just go in and grab it. It's not. Oh, Zach's DNF'd. That's unfortunate. Hope everything's alright. It's not like him to DNF. Alright, it is a crystal, so let's do the back first. And then work our way to the front. Did I hit them both with one boomerang shot? I did. That's really good. We can read Ped while we're back here, too. If we even need to. What could even be on there? Can't be Samaria. Oh my goodness. How many Fire Rod shots can I miss? Just to make the routing of the front a little bit easier. We'll grab that key. He just wouldn't get away from the wall, but that's fine. Why is it saying that there's 3 items in Skullwoods? Or is that checks? That could be a problem. Oh, it changed. It's back at 2. We found none of the items, so both items are in the front somewhere. Like, do I want to go into Odd Without a Bow? Not really. I mean, I guess Swamp is the next play. Or do we go to Desert and hope that we don't need boots? Like, is that really the play? Probably do Swamp first, right? Okay. So now, where do I want to be? Right there. The guy's gonna attack me, but whatever. Forget Ted. We're gonna see if Ether opens Mire, because we can do damage in Mire. And then we can pop into Desert. Nope, it's Quake. That's fine, at least we know. So we need Quake, we need a bow. I think that's it. We can't beat Desert, but we can at least check the front. There's a couple items in there. And we can do a Genus Cave, which we haven't done yet. Oh no, we have a fire source. We can beat, as long as on our boots, we have the fire rod. I was like, I knew there was a reason I came here, but we're thinking about coming here even before. So we'll know right now. No, we're good. We are good. Okay, so the best case scenario is we get Big Key and item over here, and then we go to the boss and he has the other item. They have the other item. Whatever. Alright, Big Key, which I think had to be over here. So with any luck, this is an item. Okay. We're gonna hope that the second item is on the boss. And we're also gonna hope that it is a bow. Or Quake. Well, no, either one. Really doesn't matter. So this will be Crystal 4. We can beat Swamp, which is actually going to open up Red Bomb. So I think that's our next play. Pretty bad. Pretty good. Good lineup on the second. Alright. So we'll go back in, we'll get the other item out of Desert. We'll go to Agina. And then we'll do Swamp. Nope, not that way. Not that entrance. Oh, the bat. You know, if we can get into Turtle Rock, the 2/3 of that dungeon is in Logic, which feels bad. I mean, logically we can beat, illogically we can beat that dungeon. Alright, not bad. I would really love to put off Pod. But I think we do Swamp into Red Bomb into Pod Eastern. I think that makes a ton of sense. Panda said he might async this. I hope he does. Yeah, I mean, was this the play all along? Are we gonna get... We're gonna get the goods in Swamp. It'll feel bad if Quake is here, because then we could have comboed Mire and Desert. But it is what it is. We can go back to Mire. It's easy enough to get to. So this is, I think, the first time, first time in a long time anyways, that I've raced against Specs, who is the discoverer of that clip called Specky Clip. One of the coolest tricks, coolest glitches, and it was found relatively recently, a couple of years ago, which for a game that's been out since the early 90s is pretty good. But it was just now discovered. But it actually broke up what was the racing council at the time. There was a very heated debate that went on for a while as to whether or not it was going to be allowed. Ultimately, it was, but the council as it was ceased to exist, and we have a different council in its place. Ooh, alright. So if we get an item here, I think I'm gonna leave left side. If there's two, I think I need to go back. It's just so slow without boots. It's a bow. Alright. We're out of here. We're going to pod. We'll do Red Bomb on the way and Pyramid. So we are Quake from Go Mode. "50 minutes, no boots, and we are one item away from Go Mode potentially." That's really good. That's really good. I like the route we've taken so far. Really haven't, like, backtracked anywhere. We've been clearing crystal dungeons, which is the name of the game. ABCD. Always beat crystal dungeons. Or I've heard it always be clearing dungeons. Whatever you want to call it. It's a good mantra to live by. That would have been too easy. Yeah, so we're just looking for Quake. That could be a lot of places, which is unfortunate. So we'll do Pod. And then we might as well beat Eastern while we're there. You can listen for 10 minutes. That's amazing. How's your night going? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I'm sorry to hear that. You have to deal with people, and people are the worst, so... I get it. Oh, missed it completely. Okay. I don't hate that. Because it might be boss rush time after going up the right side. In fact, I think it will be boss rush time. Yeah, some days it just happens like that. Like, where it just, you know, I like to say, the fun never stops. And you just don't get a moment to yourself. That's unfortunate because the big key chest is going to have an item. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've all had days like that where it's just everything happens constantly. There's no breaks. It's just nonstop. Never feels good. Alright, let's see if we can do this on the dark here. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad, we got through it. We'll just tank the hits. We got red mail and enough hearts. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17. And we're dead. He's dead. We're not dead. Helmasaur King. Dead. Down. So all the items still in the dungeon. So this is going to be a guaranteed item, so we'll get this first. Because if it is Quake, we can just skedaddle. And if it's not, we keep going, but... Not Quake. Big love. Oh, the maze and the big chest are not in logic without the lamp. So let's hold off on that. We'll do that last. This dark room is in logic with the fire rod. But not worried about that. It's always funny when the lamp is here. One key, so that is going to be a small key below. See if I remember how to do it this way. should be the chest here. Yep. Alright, so the last two checks are going to be items. Where am I? Where are you? Where am I? Alright, hold on. Let's reset. So we're all the way down at the bottom. There we go. And last check. Alright, we might as well do Eastern. We're here. Three hearts. When did that happen? Oh, the Dark Maze beat me up. The Dark Maze beat me up. So after this, I think it's Dark Death Mountain time. Bombos. The wrong medallion. Now TR is looking really, really sketchy. This is why I want to go to the mountain first. Alright, so the big key chest isn't even in logic. But if it's a guaranteed item, I'm gonna do it. If not, I'm probably gonna skip it. Damn it. Alright, well, I guess we gotta do it. Interesting implications on where the lamp could be, depending on what this item is. Because this is lamp locked. Where am I? There I am. I got the key. Didn't hear the sound, but I got the key. No invincibility. We gotta get this right. It could be on Ped. That's the thing. So I probably should beat it. I had half a mind to leave. But with it potentially being on Ped. And by, I mean leave after I, like before I pick up the pendant. Get the item, but then don't pick up the pendant, because it saves the fanfare time. Which, if it's Quake, I think we can do. So we've got options. Ice is in play. Dark Death Mountain's in play, which is probably where I'm going to go. Before we do that, though, we're going to turn in this mushroom, because we're going to grab powder when we go up there. Because that was on the floating island. And that's going to open up the bat. Fine. Whatever. We'll check Ether Tablet on the way over. Be crushed by cabbages. Six crystals in an hour, and it's a Quake hunt. No boots, so at least we have flute. At least we got flute early, so that was good. Yeah, this is screaming TR. We got Ice Rod early, and now we have lamps. It's not even dark. Like, TR's fully in logic now if we can get in. If it's Quake, though. I actually would prefer that. It cuts down on the places Quake can be. It's probably, at that point, it's either here or Ice. But chances are, we're going to be able to open it. I mean, 2/3 chance we can open this thing right now. Oh, it is Quake. Alright. That's really good, actually. So... Alright. That cuts down on where we can reasonably get this thing. That's really good. So I was wrong about TR. That is not a thing in this seed anyways. Unless the boots are in there, we need those, but we're not even going to talk about that. So if it's not here, we do Ice Palace. Oh, there it is. Let's go. I did have a feeling about Death Mountain, just not the right spot. So with any luck, this will be an early big key. So yeah, no pendant exploration required. We did Eastern, but it was quick and we were right there. But we did not need to go into Ice. We couldn't get into TR until we were in Go mode. Again, I'm assuming that we're in Go mode, that we will not need the boots. Are you serious? Why did that guy give me so much trouble? So ideally, we're getting the boots, I mean, not the boots, the big key in one of these first 2 checks. It's in this chest, it's called a God Mire. Not so much, but if it's in the next one, it is a Demigod Mire. At least I call it a Demigod Mire. Spec's already finished. Oh my goodness, 108.35, so he just finished, but holy cow. GG's, my goodness. I felt really good about the way we've done it, and this guy... Unbelievable. Ugh. We're gonna really hope that it's the big key's not in cutscene. Alright, cool. Where'd the fire back? Oh, there it is. Let's go this way. Alright, we did hit the switch, so we're gonna want to try to do spooky. I think that's good because I think the sparkles just have to be on the screen. We'll find out in a second here. Yeah, okay. We're good. We'll get a fairy right before we drop into the boss. Really? There we go. Oh, we don't have powder. We didn't get powder. That might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake. It's not worth getting now. So we're gonna do this with no safeties. No powder, no cape. We know where those two are. We're not getting either one. No Burna. We haven't seen that yet. And no bottles. And kind of metagaming a little bit. Given that Specs is done, I'm going to assume that boots are not needed. It's like a 4% chance, and it's 1 in 22. I mean, we're going to be getting into GT at like 114 in an open seed with no boots. That's really good. And I don't think it's worth the I don't think it's worth the time to get the powder. Especially with the stun prize is hearts. We can probably get some health along the way. So maybe closer to like 115 with no boots. Still really good though. $108. That's amazing. He was done the game 6.5 minutes before I got into GT, and I feel like I did this really well. Like, I wonder if he found boots somewhere. Silvers, but we can't get them. That's funny, actually. So we are in go mode, officially, with that Quake. If we happen to find boots, I might run down and grab those silvers. Probably should. Boots in GT. Again, just like last night. Boots in GT. Can't make this stuff up. I want to keep my magic as high as possible for as long as possible. Alright, let's go get those silvers. Alright, let's go. Should be low 120s. With a good climb. Would love to finish second to Specs. But Emox here. Kyrie. Bill, Gumby. There's good runners here. So we're gonna have to hope that this time is good enough. The Rainbow Rupees. Oh. Oh, you played nice. You came back. Come on. There we go. Thank you. What's up, John? Yeah, this is going reasonably well. Specs finished 10 minutes ago. But for the rest of the mortals, I feel like I'm doing okay. Boots were in GT along with Silvers on the torch, so that was fun. It's actually kind of a fun seed that I read correctly for the wrong reason. At least the last part of it. I needed Quake, was theoretically my go mode, assuming that Boots, GT Big wasn't on the torch. And I had everything to do TR, and I hadn't done Dark Death Mountain yet. And I was like, well, TR has got to be the answer, because I got Ice Rod stupid early. And I had everything else to do Dark Death Mountain. So I was like, oh, well... let's see, I had Bow off of Argus. Which led me to Pod. And that was my 6th crystal. I did Eastern, and there was nothing there. So I was like, oh, I'll go up to Dark Death Mountain, we'll do that, and then we'll go into TR, because I had 2 of the 3 medallions, and surely Quake wasn't going to be both medallions. I didn't mean to validate that, actually. And then Quake ended up being in... It was required for TR, so that was good. And then it was in... Mini Moldorm. Not Mini Moldorm, in Hookshot Cave. So I read the Death Mountain play correctly, just not the right area. But I feel like outside of doing Eastern for no reason, I feel like I routed this one reasonably well. There were no glaring... The only real mistakes... I died twice on blind. Because I was dumb and I did it on... Well, I did it on like 4 hearts, I think? Yeah, I was dumb. 4 or 5 hearts. And I walked into a bunch of things, and I don't know how I got off script on the first fight. I really don't. Like, I feel like Blind's head phased through my sword. And then the second time was just terrible. And then the third time I was like, oh yeah, I have sword beams. So just use those, and then he went down pretty good. But outside of that, it's been pretty clean. I forgot to get... I was so excited about Quake that I forgot to get the powder that was on the floating island. Give it to me, come on. I think I got it. Cape was on Library. I gotta be careful, I have no safeties. I got no safeties. That should be enough, though. Oh, that hit me? Okay. That's how you're gonna play it, huh? Alright. Boy. That was funny. I went into GT. Got it. Nice. Went into GT. First thing I check is the torch. And what's sitting there, Silvers. I was like, well, we better hope that the boots are here. And sure enough, this could work. Boots were in Mini DM's room. And then the big key was right side. Which was nice. We're going to finish about 15 minutes behind Specs, but we should get second. Alright, we won the Mortals division. How about that?
Thank you!
Yo, what's up, Specs? GG's. You crushed this. I feel like I did pretty well on this, and you got me by 15 minutes, just about. John, thank you for the GG's as well. And Specs, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, you went to Death Mountain before you did Pod. All right. Yeah, Quake was my go mode. I was just clearing dungeons. Like I did, I think Hera pretty early. Then I did Thieves. I died twice to Blind, which was dumb. Then routed down towards Swamp. Did all that stuff. Oh, ad break. Nice. Never did Eastern, went to Pod and Go mode. Alright, so you saved a couple of minutes going to the back of Pod. Another shield on head. That's funny. That's funny. Emok just finished. GG's. Stupid ad break. Yeah, Emok finished during that break. 124.56. He finished third. So GG's to Emok. Yeah, I kept clearing dungeons. I did Hera. After that, I finally went to Saha and got Mitz. And then I went right to the Dark World, skipped Eastern there. I did Thieves. And then I started doing Smith Chain, found the Fire Rod. Went all the way to Bombo's Tablet, left and did Skull Woods. Then finally went back and I did Swamp. I did skip left side, but that gave me a bow. And that gave me everything I needed for Pod. So then I went up, did Red Bomb. Did Pod. While I was there, I needed just Quake for Go mode. I was like, I might as well do Eastern while I'm here. Did Eastern, then went up to Death Mountain, found Quake, and was off to the races. So I don't know. I mean, I guess skipping Eastern is a pretty big time save. It could have been, but I mean, I'm not upset with this time. This is a good time. 123 is nothing to shake a stick at. Anything sub 130 is pretty good for me, anyways. But yeah, Emok finished, and then there's still 4 other racers. Zach's DNF relatively early, which hope everything's okay. Yeah, this was a fun one. This was pretty good. No real tricks, no pendants, no pendant exploration required at all. Both Meyer and TR needing the same medallion, which for me was Go mode, kind of limited where I needed to go, which was kind of nice. Yeah, we wasted a couple of minutes dying to Blind and a couple of minutes in Eastern. But outside of that, I don't think we really did anything that I would consider wasted time. So, is what it is. I was I kind of laughed when silvers were on GT Torch. I was like, oh, I hope boots show up in here because we can go grab those pretty quick. And then, like 3 checks later, boots show up, and I was like, all right, well, that was good. So then I did right side, found the key, and then went back, got silvers, and did the climb. Actually, the one mistake that I did make was I got so excited for Go Mode Quake that I didn't go up and get the powder. And I almost died to Ganon as a result of going in with like 5 hearts. That might be the one thing I was like, oh, I need to go get powder. Like, can't forget powder. And then I got Quake, and I was like, well, I just forgot everything I was talking about. But this was good. I had fun. It was not the worst seed. Means Kyrie can continue to get on me because I rolled 1 ped seed. And it was Mitts. Which, to me, if you're going to have a ped seed, Mitts limits a whole bunch of checks. And it ended up, when at least with the way I did it, Mitts were my go mode, so once I got those, I was good. But apparently, now I'm banned from rolling seeds for a while. Kyrie said a year, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. I think I'm gonna get out of here, but let's see. Is there anybody we can throw a raid to? Gotta be somebody cool doing something, right? Gotta be something cool going on here. My thing will ever load. We can see who's doing anything. We could always raid somebody that's running this seed. Panda is asyncing this. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Kyrie is in GT by the looks of it. Bill is entering GT. Gumby appears to be... Actually, I'm not sure where Gumby is. Let's see, who else? Who else? Drew. Oh, Drew is in this as well. He's in GT. So this should be finishing up relatively soon. Let's go. Let's raid Kyrie. Let's go cheer him on. So thanks for hanging out, Tracy. I saw you in here. Emok, what's up? Thank you for the sub. And no, this was not a shit seed. This was pretty good. What was your go mode? I am curious. Mine was Quake. Quake as well? Alright. Yeah, Specs was in here earlier, and he said that he went into Pod in Go mode, which means his Go mode was probably Bow on Argus. So he went up to Death Mountain early, which kind of a good move. Although if I went up there and found Quake, I might have been tempted to go into TR. So maybe for me it's better that it wasn't. But... oh well, this was a good seed. My ban will be upheld, and you'll have to continue rolling seeds, Emok. Alright, raid incoming to Kyrie. Let's go cheer him on. He's, I think, about to drop into Ganon, so this will be quick, but maybe he'll pass it on. Have a good night.
Dude, this is like almost peak.